The year was 2139, and Earth was on life support. Once flourishing oceans had turned into toxic wastelands, and the skies, once a dazzling blue, were now a perpetual shade of gray. Humanity had pushed its home to the brink, and now even the billionaires' glittering off-world colonies couldn't sustain the masses left behind. Amidst this bleak backdrop, Project Lazarus was born, a desperate attempt by the world's remaining nations to find an alternative planet for humans to inhabit. Captain Robin Cade, a brilliant yet fiercely private astronaut, stood in silence as the countdown blared through the launch hangar's speakers. Her mission: pilot the Astraeus, mankind's most advanced spacecraft, to a distant exoplanet called Epsilon Prime, said to have the perfect conditions to sustain human life. As the engines of the Astraeus roared to life and the craft shot through the dense, polluted skies, Robin allowed herself one moment of reflection. The journey stretched across nearly 5 years in deep space, but Robin experienced only fragments of it thanks to cryo-sleep. However, the real challenge began when the Astraeus finally reached Epsilon Prime. As the planet came into view, Robin couldn't help but gasp. Lush green fields sprawled across the surface. Shimmering blue lakes glinted under a sun far brighter than Earth's, and clouds meandered lazily across a golden sky. Robin's onboard AI companion, Sola, was the first to voice the suspicion brewing in Robin's mind. Captain Cade, initial scans of Epsilon Prime indicate an anomaly. The ecosystem appears unnaturally perfect. Such balance is improbable without outside influence. Navigating her shuttle through the dense atmosphere, she landed in a clearing. Armed with a scanning device and a recorder, she stepped onto Epsilon Prime's surface, her boots crunching on grass that felt as soft and vibrant as any Earth meadow had centuries ago. She ventured deeper into the seemingly idyllic world until she came across something that confirmed her suspicions. A structure carved from luminescent white stone, pulsing softly with light. The structure, which her instruments couldn't fully comprehend, appeared to have been alien in origin. Yet as Robin approached, it came alive, projecting holographic images around her. She saw visions of civilizations, some humanoid, others grotesquely alien, all desolated, their worlds reduced to cold, dead rocks in the void. And then she saw Earth, her Earth, crumbling. A voice, deep and resonant, echoed around Robin. It wasn't coming from something external, but from her own mind. "You are the last of your kind to wield this choice." Robin staggered back, gripping her blaster. The alien intelligence didn't respond. Instead, it unveiled the truth. Epsilon Prime had been terraformed by an ancient godlike race known as the Watchmakers. Every inhabited world discovered by humans had been created by the Watchmakers, but at a cost. Each colonized planet served to siphon the life force of its settlers, empowering the Watchmakers to propagate other worlds for future species. "You may send your kind here," the voice said, "but know this. You will grant them survival only to bleed for eternity, tethered to our cycle." Robin's heart raced. Millions, no, billions of lives depended on her decision. Sending word back to Earth, telling them Epsilon Prime was habitable, would save humanity in the short term, but it would condemn them to servitude under the Watchmakers for generations. The alternative? Lie. Say Epsilon Prime was toxic, and let humanity face its natural extinction. As the light from the alien structure dimmed, Robin stood frozen in the field, gazing at the tranquil landscape. She had lost so much: her family, her planet, her sense of purpose. But this decision, this one was almost too much to bear. Back aboard the Astraeus, her trembling hands hovered over the communication array. The sun began to set on Epsilon Prime, painting the sky with fiery hues of orange and red. Taking a deep breath, Captain Robin Cade transmitted her message back to Earth. Her words were simple. "Epsilon Prime is uninhabitable. Proceed with alternate plans. Robin cut the transmission and stared out into the stars. Alone in the depths of space, she wept. Not for the future humanity wouldn't have, but for the choice she had to make to spare them a darker fate.